This is Jazz Casual. I'm Ralph Gleason, and you've been listening to the music of the Julian Cannonball Adderley Quintet. Julian Adderley on alto, Nat Adderley on cornet, Joe Zawinul on piano, Sam Jones on bass, and Louis Hayes on drums. Julian?
Yes, Ralph.
The blues have always been an integral part of jazz. Has the blues changed much over the years?
Actually, the basic idea of the blues, I don't think has changed very much. When you go to sit in with some guys and they say, let's play the blues, it's always the same routine. But most bands that find themselves playing blues frequently, you get sort of hung with playing the same passages, especially when you play a lot of blues in the same keys. Mm-hmm. But it's still probably the most popular form.
Why is this?
Because I think that it encompasses, if any particular form encompasses the total jazz picture, I think the blues does, because it, you know, we get the pathetic feeling, the strong emotions, and so forth with the format of the 12-bar and 8-bar blues.
Has the blues changed much in all the additional harmonies that you might put into it in recent years?
Well, I would say that yes, because, like, for instance, the tune that we just played was one written by our pianist, Joe Zawinul, and it's called Scotch and Water. And it's got nothing at all to do with drinking. It's just a play on words. It's because of the bridge that we added to this tune. After each chorus, we do it like an ordinary A-A-B-A type form. And the bridge is all one chord, and it's got that Scotch chord feeling, you know, like bagpipes, the dominant interval that goes through, and that's the Scotch feeling, you see.
Do you do any different things in playing of solos on the blues now than, you know, like with back to King Oliver or Louis Armstrong's days?
Well, frankly, you know, as quietly as people think about it, for the most part, people talk about it, the blues, I think, in those days were a little more involved than they are today.
Oh, and what
they call blues might have had more things happening. For instance, you might have blues for 4 choruses, and then all of a sudden, here comes an interlude of extraordinary changes for a certain period of time. Now, we have been doing the same kind of thing lately in our band, and that the Scotch and Water is one example. We added a bridge. We have a couple more examples of how we have been altering the blues flavored things.
Do you write these out, or are these ad-lib blues from a general assumption of the same chords and things?
Well, the tunes are written out, and of course the blowing, as in all jazz improvisation, is ad-lib.
But when you say the tunes, you mean the melodic
lines,
line,
and the bridges and so forth, where possible. For instance, we have a blues that, well, you know, the 12-bar blues format we still utilize, but where the blues goes up a fourth ordinarily, we have a tune that doesn't go up a fourth. It just stays on the same chord, and then it resolves the final 4 bars such as any other minor blues would. And we have added a bridge to it.
Well, would you think that a trumpet player from the early days of jazz would be at home in the blues that you play now?
Only, I would say not so, only because our idea of improvisation using modern chords is a little different. But he could be reasonably at home if told in advance what to play.
Well, now, how would you explain the difference between your idea of improvisation and his?
Well, I don't think it's too complicated, except for today, instead of playing the exact chords, we play different chords based upon the original. We may go a key above, a key below, half step above, half step below, and we do a lot of passing chords from change to change. And sometimes in playing these, like the next tune we're about to play, the improviser has to play the same chord for 8 bars. And after a while, you know, that can get monotonous. So if you don't do something else with it, then you see what I'm getting at.
Well, you're going to play now some other illustrations of tunes that you use that are in the blues idiom, and to which you have added the particular modern embellishments and structure in the solos. What ones are you going to play?
Well, this next one was written by, of all people, an old blues singer whose name is Eddie Cleanhead Vinson.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that he would know as much about the blues as any of the younger guys around today. But he wrote this tune the way that we play it, which is there is no change up a fourth, at the end of at the beginning of the second 4 bars, and he has a bridge in it that is a regular conventional type bridge, except for the last 4 bars go to another direction instead of the conventional way that bridges go.
Yeah. What is the name of this?
This one's called Arriving Soon.
Arriving Soon, and then you're going to play another one?
That's right.
All right, you'll tell us about that.
That's right.
All right, thank you very much, Julian.
Thank you very much, Ralph.
We've been listening to Julian Cannonball Adderley discuss some of the aspects of the music that he plays today and the relationship of blues to modern jazz, the way in which the musicians utilize the older forms and still find renewed inspiration in them. And now we're going to listen to the Julian Cannonball Adderley group play Eddie Vincent's tune, Arriving Soon.
Mm-hmm.